Right. Welcome in, everyone. Michael Tharp, EDU. It starts with you. It is Tuesday, February 6th. Again, just stopping in to give you guys some encouragement, some mind check to make sure you guys have an amazing and blessed week. Of course, the big news today is that sadly, country star Toby Keith has passed away. So, thoughts and prayers to his family and his fans. Um, Loved his music, lived a great life, really sacrificed, did a lot for the troops. And this is just another reminder that, life is short and we really need to make the most of each day and live our lives the best that we can and really just try to bring as much love and peace in this world as possible. So, thank you guys for all the great reaction and responses from the video yesterday. I was overwhelmed. Just being able to encourage you guys meant so much to me. So I'm excited about that. And I just thought I would start from the beginning here with the number one principle. I had just read you guys what I had read that day, but I'm reading Transurfing in 78 Days, a practical course in creating your own reality. And I really like how it breaks it down into bite-sized chunks. So I'm just going to kind of read this, give you my response, and hopefully it uplifts you guys and gives you some motivation and mindset this week. So the first principle is awakening, and which speaks to me a lot because we talk about the great awakening a lot with everything that is going on in the world. So this is the principle. Wake up right here, right now. Be aware and remember that everyone is a dreamer and everything that is happening around you is nothing more than a dream. Only the dream no longer has any control over you. Now that you have woken up in the dream, you can influence how events will unfold. Your advantage lies in awareness. Feel your strength. Strength is always yours when you remember it. From now on, everything will be as you want it to be. And I understand a lot of people will listen to that, maybe think I'm crazy, or that's not true, Mike. And what I always answer those people is, you are correct. If you want to live in a world where you don't control it, where you don't control what is happening to you and your decisions, and you want to blame other people around you, you can live in that world. You don't have to live in a world where you control it. So this is only for those people who seriously want to change their life and understand that they have the power. As that last sentence says, strength is always yours when you remember it. So the next part is the interpretation of this. So your birth into this life represents a new awakening after a series of past dreams from reality. From the moment you appear in this world, you have had amazing abilities. You could hear the rustling of the morning stars, see the auras, and communicate with birds and animals. The entire world was an astonishing extravaganza of luminous energy, and you were the magician capable of controlling it. However, you soon fell once again under the influence of others and were plunged into a dream. The dreamers constantly and intentionally focused your attention on the physical aspects of reality, that limitation thinking, right? Rather than abundance, scarcity. And a lot of people live their life that way on this world right now. You can choose to live in scarcity. You can choose to have limiting beliefs. You can choose to focus on the negativity. You can choose to focus on the past every single day. And in fact, a majority of people do. That's what the matrix is. Or you can choose to live in abundance and know that you have the control over your life to do what you want. As a result, your magical abilities were lost. Have you ever felt as if life were a dream in which reality is controlling you rather than you controlling it? The time has come to reclaim your former power. So I hope you guys don't get lost in the weeds there and that you understand what this book and what I'm trying to get you to see. You've always had the power. You just didn't believe it. You just didn't know it because the matrix, the culture, the society that we live in has tried to kill your inner child, has tried to kill your inner person and control it and get you to go along with the masses and not be yourself since you were born. Almost every externality in this world of the powers that be don't want you to see your power, your beauty, your inner strength. Because if we all do that, they're done. So they need Hollywood and the media and academia and all the big multinational corporations to force us to have these limiting beliefs and to say anyone that, tries to get you believe that you create your own reality and you control your life, that you're somehow crazy. That's their whole point, guys, is to use that herd mentality to control us so that we don't know that we have this power. Yeah, thank you guys for the comments. Yes, we got some Facebook use. Our Great Awakening is now for sure. This book is Transurfing in 78 Days, a practical course in creating your own reality. You can get it on Amazon. So what I just read you there was kind of like one of the passages. That's one of the principles. So it's like a quick 5-minute read every day. Thank you, Murad. Appreciate that. First light comes from me. And, the last thing I like to do is to take scripture. And again, I'm not here to force any religion on people. And I know what the traditional interpretation of this Bible verse is. I grew up in Christian school, went to Christian college, I got my Bible minor. I've studied different religions and different translations of, lots of different books. But as I've kind of evolved, and now I have a different lens on when I'm looking at the Bible, I can even see how what I was taught was meant to limit my belief, and probably your belief too, if you grew up in like a more of a church religious background. So this is Matthew 7:7. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, the door will be open. Now, the traditional way of looking at this, right? Can you just see some 5-year-old raising his hand, in Sunday school and being like, so I can ask for anything I want, teacher? Oh, no, little Jimmy. That's not what that verse means. And so it begins. Telling that child that, no, that's not what the Bible means. Don't be silly. You can't create what you want. You don't have the power to do what you want. And that's how it starts, guys, as easy as that. Now, we can get into the Greek text. We can go and look at certain words. And I've done all that. But as I've seen, kind of the way the Bible has traditionally been translated, I'm not quite sure they have it right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. But all I know is that I definitely see the Bible in a different perspective than the way I was taught when I was growing up. Because when I look at this verse, it is telling us that we have the power, that we have the control. And that there's a lot of other verses I could point to of, how God will take care of us. He will give us what we want. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean I can say I want $1 million. Okay. Now, can I get to $1 million? Of course. And I think anyone who believes that can. But again, this is kind of how people, misinterpret manifestation. And you get, all these girls on TikTok just saying, oh, I'm going to manifest this, manifest that. Most people misunderstand and characterize manifestation as well. But that's another live for another day. Good to see you on, Jesse. Yes, the Bible has been rewritten many times. And again, I'm not getting into a textual argument, but just the traditional way people interpret the Bible. I think maybe, can you guys believe this? Maybe There were powers that be that didn't want us to interpret the Bible, to let us know that we had that power, that God has given us that ability as his sons and daughters. And exactly right, Jesse. That's why it is, to have that personal relationship. And again, I'm not here to get religious. This is a book that I have found a lot of value in, and I just really want to encourage you guys. I don't care if you're Muslim, atheist, Buddhist, uh, you follow Judaism, you're a Muslim. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, we're not here to do that. We're here to uplift and encourage all people, and to really just get you guys believing in yourself and knowing that you have the power to create your own reality. Now, if you don't believe me, you're right. You don't have that power because you don't believe it, so you don't have it. But if you want to have it, then I would say there's lots of things you can start doing to bring that mindfulness and that awareness in your life. And I hope that you guys do. Everyone have a blessed week.